I'm tatocat and welcome to my channel. Today we're playing Lucid9 Undo. Previously we were playing Elizabeth's route and she's flashbacking to her childhood and her first meeting with Katsu. And she's cooking, and that's pretty much where we left off. Guess should sit and wait. I see. Oh. He doesn't seem uncomfortable at all. Dad, however, he's not cooking anymore. Bringing up Mom always makes him stop everything that he's doing. I should have remembered, but I didn't. For some reason, the guest keeps staring at me. Since I don't like his glare, I try not to look back. Dad and I finish. We serve the food. We eat. Somehow it turned out tasty. Either Dad is getting better at it, or I'm just that good at cooking. After everybody is done, the adults start talking about serious issues that I can't understand. But as much as I would like to stand up and go read the novel I've yet to finish, Dad hasn't given the permission yet. Standing up without permission would be impolite. So I sit there, trying my best to stay awake. Sir, can I ask a question? Of course. That man's offer, Masaru Inori, was it? Why didn't you take it? Offer? Masaru Inori? Ah. So, that's what this is all about. I'm not good with stuffy desk jobs like that. But if you think about the money... Katsu, did you join the force for the money? Absolutely not. I jump. I wasn't expecting him to shout loudly. I apologize. It's fine, but I'm the same, you know? I wouldn't take a different... I won't make a difference inside some office. If I want things to change, then I must keep working right where I'm at. Soon, they'll promote me and I'll be able to afford something better for Elizabeth. Change? Sir, what do you mean? I think this city is heading in a dangerous direction, and I have the best chance of helping everyone from within the police force. True, money would be nice. It could even ensure my girls a bright future. But as long as I work hard, I'll provide her with everything she needs. We can't stop doing the right thing simply because there's money on the line. Isn't that right, Lizzie? Dad reaches out and caresses my hair. It's relaxing. I want her to have the freedom to become whatever she wants in a city that's both safe and fair. Is that not enough? I can't say. I don't have children. And what does that have to do with anything? In any case, Captain? Yes, I know. I will go fetch those documents. Ah, Lizzie, you can go to your room now. Thanks for helping out. I'll go say goodnight later. Yes, Dad. Dad stands up and heads upstairs to his room. I'm sleepy. I wanted to read, but it's too late now. Maybe I'll just go to bed. Kid. Who? You, kid. My name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth. What do you think of what your father just said? What do I think? I couldn't understand what he was asking, since it's not polite for a kid to meddle in adult conversations. I had only caught bits and pieces. Also, it was the first time an adult asked me for my opinion on anything not related to school. His way of thinking is commendable, even though he might sound too idealistic sometimes. He says he wants you to be whatever you want. So, what would you like to become? That was a complicated question for a child. Katsu probably wasn't used to talking with people in general, hence why he'd ask that so seriously to a 10 years old. But I want to disappoint. So, I think. There were many things I'd thought of becoming: a teacher, a writer, a scientist, even a police officer, like my mom. Not Dad, but Mom. The greatest policewoman ever, according to everyone. But in this moment, only a single answer comes to mind. I want to help Dad. When Mom died, he started to work even more, and every night he comes home tired. And how do you plan to help him? Money. Money? If I get a lot of money, then we can buy better things. Like a machine that cleans the house on its own. Then Dad won't have to worry about cleaning again. I don't think that those exist. They do. I looked it up. But at school, a girl told me, once poor, always poor. She was mean. That simply means you have to work harder to achieve your dreams. For some reason, this stranger does the same thing Dad just did, and puts his hand over my head. But he rustles it instead of making a mess out of my perfectly combed hair. Hey, stop it! Stop it! Work hard and show them. If you are willing to do whatever it takes for what you want, then nothing is out of reach. Be it a good job, good grades, or money. Effort will bring it to you. I get it. I get it. So stop doing that. It hurts. You bloody twat. Now, who taught you that language? The man finally stops. There's a faint smile on his lips. Unlike the last one, this smile feels genuine, which makes it even more infuriating. Study hard, work hard, and become rich. Can I really? Depends on you. I've learned that to be someone special, you first need to start acting the part. A confident attitude can carry you far in life, even if you have nothing to support it. That sounds stupid. Fake it till you make it is what they say. Whenever I act like someone important, people tend to believe me, even though I'm poor as well. I don't believe you. Trust me, it works. People are gullible. It did sound stupid, but maybe because they were the words of an adult, Katsu's argument was convincing nonetheless. Elizabeth, you haven't gone to bed already? Suddenly, Dad shows up from upstairs. Oh, sorry. My apologies, sir. I was talking to her and didn't realize it was so late. Your daughter is very well behaved. Yes, she takes after her mother, but now it's time for adults to work. Off to bed, Lizzie. Yes, Dad. Good night. Say good night to Katsu, too. Good night, mister. Yes, good night. Before leaving, I take one last look inside the dining room. Dad and Katsu are talking over some papers, too immersed to pay me any attention. Maybe if I study hard and work hard, as he said, I'll also become a proper adult, like them. An adult who can become anything she wants. Yes. That sounds fun, right? No one could take that away from me, right? I turn off this alarm. Time to work. Elizabeth Oshiro is a necessary, but by no means indispensable, member of Café de la Pas. Without someone to fill my position, this cafe won't work as it should. Having such a responsibility and being paid afterwards is satisfying. Is something the matter, Chief? Yet sometimes this job is more boring than I'm willing to admit. No, nothing at all. If you say so. By the way, the kitchen staff was talking about almost running out of some ingredients. Yes, there was a problem with our food suppliers, but don't worry, I'll take care of it. Great. We're counting on you. My sweat is proof of how hard I'm trying. Putting so much effort into something means it must be worthwhile, maybe even meaningful. But now it just feels empty. Like Elizabeth O'Shea has become nothing more than her daily routine. It's a day of work and a night of rest. A day of work and a night of rest. Time and time again. I hate this. Not accomplishing anything, never making any progress in life. I want to cry. Just methodically and willingly, letting the day go by. I'm sorry, Chief. Could you take the door? Yes, of course. I push those cries of anguish to the back of my head, a spot where they'll be left to rot until I forget they ever existed, and head to the cafe's entrance door. Welcome. Would you like to order or maybe sit down somewhere in our table, please? The same one as usual, if you wouldn't mind. I lead Katsu to a table in a far end corner. It's been positioned in such a way that no one can eavesdrop on our discussion. He sits down nonchalantly, picks up the menu, and reads it for a good minute. I'd like to order an American espresso, right? You always order the same thing. At least try the pastries this time, will you? Then a donut also. A donut? Seriously? Is there a problem? Blimey, you really are a cop. So, what do you need of me today, Katsu? If it's nothing important, could you wait until the end of my shift? I'm very busy today. I'm sorry, but that's not possible. This is a matter of extreme urgency, so listen carefully. His voice is heavy, forces me to pay full attention. To be honest, I wasn't sure if telling you was the right choice, but considering that he might try to contact you later today. He? Who is he? Katsu, I swear, if you don't stop dancing around the issue. Ishimoto. Yama Ishimoto. Yama. Eh? That name. Don't think about that, Elizabeth. That insufferable name. Just keep going, as always. Wait, you mean... Ishimoto might attempt to contact you. He has been allowed to. A spark reignites somewhere within me. If the procedure goes according to plan, then he'll be out on the streets close to midday. You'll understand why I couldn't warn you through the phone, given how sensitive this topic is. Warn me? Yes, Yama Ishimoto is, after all, a big liability to us. He was at the very center of that incident 3 years ago, and now that he's back, different parties might try to use him to their advantage. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? I do, but what do you want me to do about it? After 3 years, he deserves to do as he pleases. He's owed that much, isn't he? This isn't the time for compassion. It doesn't seem like you understand at all. One wrong step, and Yama Ishimoto might blow a hole in our carefully constructed plan. What, to take down the system, man, and whatnot? That would mean that all of my efforts, your efforts, and your father's efforts could go down the drain. You understand that as well. Sorry, Katsu. You understand that as well, right? So, these are your instructions. I want Yama Ishimoto out of the picture. If you can't ignore him, then you will keep your interactions with him to a minimum. Only to what's strictly mundane, just like an average citizen would do. And, above all, you won't mention me. Is that clear? A second chance. Elizabeth. Yes? Are you alright? You've just told me that insufferable man might attempt to make my life miserable again. Of course, I'm not alright. Then, don't look so happy about it. Happy about it? Me? Please. As if thinking about that man could ever make me happy. No. Not in the slightest. Listen. You do what you must. Just make sure he doesn't get in my way. Would you like anything else with your order? No, I'm fine. I walk away, clutching the cafe's menu in my trembling fingers. Each step I take feels like I'm pushing against a sea of invisible mud. It's sluggish and disgusting, but unlike before, the strain is different, as if my body now had a purpose. Like I'm struggling not for its own sake, but to accomplish something. To reach someone. And I absolutely won't let them down this time. Another day of work. It is. No, so Yama's gonna get out. So does that mean, are we gonna see a scene of Yama getting out after we take all these pills? He's still calling us a number. Okay. Katsu, my goodness. Always kills my voice when I have to do that. Awake already, patient 6-32-4895-634. So, do you feel as if you have gained confidence? Why would that make us feel like we gain confidence if that's the dream? No. No? Intriguing. I already expected your mind to lean towards self-loathing, but to imagine the drug would have you dream of something completely opposite of what we expected. Evidently, further testing is required before this sample can be used again. Now then, when you are ready, please, yep, we're going to choose another one. The yellow one. I gave her a Valley Girl voice, right? The yellow sample. Yeah, we read what the yellow sample does. It's an adventure one. Yeah. Down the rabbit hole we go. Then, here you go. Are you feeling drowsy already? Good. Then don't mind me and close your eyes. May you have a pleasant sleep, patient 5-32-4895-634. I could say 634 too. Gotta switch up the name a little bit till they give us a name. Until they say it's her, I'm going to read in my normal voice. At almost 3 a.m., the brightly lit streets of Isamu are teeming with life. The brain froze. The discordant medley of traffic and Isamu nightlife mixes in the warm summer air. My little red scooter, Cannon, carries me. She named her scooter Cannon. Carries me towards my destination. With an energetic buzz and occasional cough, his little motor pulls us along as we twist and turn through city streets. Such a brave and noble steed, Cannon. Anything could happen. Be it a gangland shootout, a giant monster attack, or just really bad traffic congestion. None of it would worry him. He'd just keep right on scooting. If only everyone could be so brave. Resting at an intersection, I lean back in my seat letting the muggy atmosphere of this downtown scene soak in. So much noise and so many people. Yes, all of the people on this street. I've lived in this town for so long, and it still blows me away. Isamu has always been a big place, but these days just seems so much larger. Alright, we will stop here and we'll see who is revealed. What's her name that I gave a Valley Girl voice in the next episode. I am tatocat. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.